Today's video is of a Chinese Ezreal main that holds the world record for the highest LP ever reached at 2,255. Here's a screenshot of him early in the season at rank 1. He's 2189 here on the Chinese super server. The guy's an absolute demon. I know Doublelift did a reaction to him a couple of months ago, and everybody's just blown away at how aggressive and how consistent he's able to land his skill shots and carry games, even at the top tip levels on China. So without further ado, let's jump onto the Rift, break it down, and see if you guys can kind of copy his playstyle to game some elo. Jumping onto the Rift, we have Ezreal Nami up against Rel and Samira. Interesting, we didn't run the exhaust against Samira, run the heal. You'll see him pretty often. He usually goes things like cleanse if the enemy team has very heavy CC, exhaust if they have very heavy all-in capabilities, and then of course heal, just more utility focused. The one thing about Hanql is that if you're already getting the all-in, get the kill over the run. He plays so aggressive from the get-go, and he's able to actually hustle out. It's a double already. He's able to hustle very early kills, even in Ezreal lanes, which are notorious for being very passive, do nothing. He plays a very aggressive Ezreal. He lands the most Qs out of anybody that I've watched play Ezreal. He'll simply poke them down and then all-in with the Conqueror. In the mid to late game, he will just E in and look for 1v9s. He doesn't care. He goes for things like the Frozen Heart, a little bit more of a defensive build, but he's able to still dish out so much damage that he can make this champion work. And every single game I watch him in the mid game, he is just a menace. Like it's just a champion you don't want to be versing. He gets banned out in high elo a lot. Defaults back to something like a Kai'Sa pick usually. And the main thing about his Ezreal is it's just that he weaves the auto so well between the Qs, and especially because he has thousands of Ezreal games, he's able to know the spacing against other champions. You can see, look at it, all these Qs, these autos he weaves. A lot of Ezreals are like, they're Q Ezreals. They sit a kilometer back and just Q. He autos, dude. He gets up in their face and uses the auto attack range. I'm not like, he does so much more damage than most other Ezreals because they just sit back and only throw Qs like little. It's just stupid. You'll see him auto-attacking a lot more and getting up in people's faces. More often he's running the exhaust so that when he goes for this, or even the cleanse, he's able to get out of trouble. But get the heal here. The biggest thing when you verse good Ezreals is they can weave their Qs in between the wave. It's kind of like the Blitzcrank Qs and the Thresh Q hitboxes. Like, you do them at the side a lot of the time, and they'll just straight past the minion and kind of curve, it looks like it. So you see him try and get a lot of these Qs in between minions. See if we can get an example of it in a sec. Goes in, he's out very easily. Back in that Conqueror. Should be an easy kill here. Just Rel is just inting. Q lands. No E. I don't think we get the follow-up kill. We got Graves hovering. I don't know why that. The Rel, maybe the Graves was hovering earlier. Graves level 5 already. You can see he doesn't throw anything yet to give his position away. Graves has to retreat. Kang gets a little bit of damage. Ezreal's so fun to play, man. It's such a good champion, especially if you're auto-filled mid laner. If you're good at skill shots, definitely Ezreal is a nice auto-fill kind of staple. Ashe, Ezreal, things like this. You just have so much utility. Good for players that don't know how to position as well. As we miss a Q, rare occurrence. He's gonna have to try and look for the 1v2. I think he just has to E out. Conqueror is not stacked. So go back in, trying to bait. No idea what he's typing, you don't know Chinese. It's the Sheen. Making his way towards the Triforce. Triforce Mirror Mana, it's a pretty standard Ezreal setup. I've seen some Ezreals, they go around things like Divine Sunder or even the Essence Ezreal I've seen plop about. Hanql, Triforce, baby.
就很奇怪呀。
Another thing you'll see when he hits level 6 is his global presence with Ezreal. He's always able to try and steal away dragons, buffs, objectives, or even gank people, like look for a topside ult.
人家不一上来就杀不了呀。
His Graves is gonna be an issue. Luckily we can go Frozen Heart, but a fed jungler when you're playing bot lane is... How many flashes out? It's not bad. Flash for flash, bubble lands. Samira is able to block though. Slowly gets his autos and Qs off. He's eyeing that plate. Can't quite get in yet. With no vision on. So awkward. He's only got sweep. I definitely want to go back and play the Super Server more so than I did in my last Korean trip. I'd love to be able to get a little bit of lag, okay? I'd love to be able to get high elo and play with these players, but like, dude, the Super Server for me was the hardest server to climb on in the world. I genuinely don't know how you get up into the Challenger games. Like, I got GM, like, Korea, EU, but like, I was struggling in very low elo on the Super Server, like, very low. I didn't understand it. Lag on his side. Yeah, we're actually down on CS. Samira doing very well, 2-1. Pretty high elo game. Can't quite just completely annihilate your opponent yet. Back that tier up, looking for Miramana. Rel actually just got buffed on this patch. No, I think Rel's getting buffed next patch actually. I don't mind. I like to see Rel. The champion. I did that video on that Rel top lane player. It's a great champion design. It's very unique. Just doesn't see enough play. But Rel Samira is a great 2v2 bot lane skirmish. Probably going to come back in the meta a little bit. Rel Kalista, another good combo.
OK， 他们的强势期来到了。
Rel level 6 all in. Not much we can even do here. We're gonna have to try and kite out the Samira. Makes our way, we get the Rel, Q goes wide, we still have our flash. For a very aggressive 2v2 under tower. And Q picks up the double. He's gonna have to hard carry this game. Dude. Be surprised if he just ults this wave to get rid of it. Looks for the reset and Triforce, and then starts looking to impact extremely aggressively when he hits that spike. The plate there, if you can get it. Huge buy coming out. Triforce, Lucidity Boots? What are we buying? Graves is 6-0 and full lethality. Can't afford Lucidities.
就面对这个沙弥达，面对这个男枪，不然的话没冰心的话，沙弥达打我都很痛，何况男枪。
Why does that dude? That Galio has Dark Harvest.
打我会稍微的
World's most aggressive Galio.
男枪应该很痛，男枪应该还是很痛，男枪的装备有点离谱啊。
Alright, we gotta turn on right now. We can eat a bounty on the Graves, we win the game. I definitely think you'll start to see why he achieves such high LP in the mid game, guys. When he hits 2 to 3 items, I think he already gets that weaved in Q. You'll start to see why it's so hard for teams to be able to deal with his style. But in the early game, I mean, you're just watching him play out an Ezreal lane. He's playing it well, he's spacing correctly, but of course you're Ezreal, it's slow, it takes time.
他们的组合很强，我没有那么敢压。
Samira Rel definitely not a that good of a matchup to versus an Ezreal as well. Graves is top.
Oh, 没插好 ，sorry。
Like you really want to try and look for something. Would he? If he E's in, he's gonna die though. Baiting, baiting. Sorry about this lag. Nami ult hits. Q's are landing. Lens comes in from the Samira.
Wow, K 头你有一套的。
He's kind of just allowing them to play into him, right?
感觉这个头被 K 的。天哪！
Not taking any risks, just poking, keeping full health, and letting the kills come in. They seem so free.
对的。
And they did get the shutdown onto the Graves. Looking pretty good here. Eat some plates. Galio contests the Kayn on the Dragon. One weird thing is, what Ezreal skin is this? I assumed... Dude, Ezreal has some absolutely bonkers skins. Is this like... Frostfire or some... What Ezreal skin is this, man? So there's like a million better ones as we're gonna get. The Miramana. Lucidity, fully filled. We're starting to get that cooldown reduction that Ezreal's known for. So usually you can go Miramana into Grudge into Frozen Heart. That's pretty much standard 4 core. If they obviously have a lot of ability power, you stick the Frozen Heart. You can go for something like the Maw guys. There's plenty of build diversity with Ezreal. Pantheon, 2 lands, 2 lands. Still trying to block. It's really smooth and accurate. Level 9 here, you've maxed out your Q. This is when you can really start doing damage. WQ, if you land them both, you're able to get probably 30% of their health. Nami doing a pretty good job. I like Nami. Wish I could have a girlfriend like Nami. Just a joke, by the way. Pick up the blue buff. A little bit greedy here. Find the Graves. Q. 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 Use the E to get out. Q. Uh-oh. Flash is out. How much mobility he has, man. Samira's going to move in. I think he's going to end up dying. Very nice try. Pantheon collects the Graves, and it's probably going to be a No. It's a negative trade, but close. If only he had that Miramana completed.
好屌呀！有少爷是吧？对吧？有少爷。
And dude, I miss the days, and this might sound like a grandpa here to some of you, which I'm not.
他要是玩的厉害一点，那也就算了。
But I used to play AP Ezreal mid. It was Runeglaive Ezreal. You ran Smite and you farmed the jungle. Some of you are far too young, little Zoomers, to reminisce about the days. Just to YouTube it. Runeglaive Ezreal mid. You'd have 300 CS at 20 minutes. It was just the most disgusting thing Riot Games ever did.
竟然这把游戏有少爷！我下路这波操作很
This is where
好一点。
the Ezreal pick does very well. You drop into the mid lane and you have so much wave clear. Like you're essentially playing a mid laner. Your mid laner goes to the side lane. So this works best when you have like a Twisted Fate, Castanen, anything that benefits from the side lanes. And you just sit up in the mid lane. You poke, contest objectives, and you're very safe. Because at 1 E and you're back to mid lane tower. Kayn. Okay. Talk about the Kayn. As what happens when you just sometimes when you watch the W. Oh, we're in a pickle here. Q hit. Oh, Q. We need to land Qs. We need to land Qs. That was meant to be a 1v1. FF comes through. Don't FF. Don't FF. Don't FF. Bro. I thought he was going to win that. That really did. Screwed it up. Probably was possible if he played a little bit slower. You can see very upfront, getting the autos in. Probably a little bit too aggressive on that one. We start making our way towards the Serratus Grudge. Then the Frozen Heart. And I saw a lot of Ezreals, they were running the first strike setup. Like a very... The first strike setup is the same thing I was talking about. It's those Ezreals that sit really far back and just spam Qs and don't ever auto. Hanql always autos, man, so the Conqueror makes a lot of sense, right?
装备还是太好了，那个男枪，而且等级，刚等级跟他差了一点，很可惜。
He needs this Muramana completed, bro. Huge spike from. Yes, 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 yes. Oh, lands. Looking for the E over. Really wants to get it. Pantheon not able to gap close though. A lot of, if you just EWQ forward, you're just gonna get Galioed. It'll rel ulted, it's not worth it. See if we can get in. Huge CC train, Q's are landing, EQ in. Shame he didn't get the kill. Honestly, nice little team fight. All for none. But the Miramon finally completed now. And this is going to be relaxing to watch. Hanql mid lane, mid game. Should be 3 items soon. This is his best. This is where Ezreal shines. The mid game, 2.5 to 3 items. It's where you should be able to take over. You scaling is perfect as well. It's just the early game for Ezreal's obviously weak. A lot of people in their laning phase against like a Draven or something, and then it's just GG'd. So get Lord Dommies.
哦，哇，怎么突然好起来了呀？14级打11级的嘛，突然好起来了。
Give me this red buff, mate. Always weave the orders. Do you see how, like, when he moves, it's just like, it's an auto Q, move, auto Q, move. Like, it's not that hard to do, but it kind of feels awkward if you haven't played much Ezreal. Being held. What level is Samira? I feel like we're getting a little bit of a level lead here.
我打不死他。
Settle down, buddy.
这么厚的一个盾，我怎么可能打得死？
Look at the minimap, they're all chasing bot side.
那个1000不会是沙米拉吃的吧？他一下子巨有钱呀！
Nice vision, run down mid. If anyone comes from bot side, we can just E towards the jungler. Looking really nice here. He does have about a level and a half on the Jesus. Kane actually doing really well now. Well, here we go. Look how aggressive he's gonna start playing. He might even E forward. This is where you're gonna start getting really aggressive, chat. Kind of catches people by surprise when you get an Ezreal just EWQ forward on you. It takes half your health bar, they panic. When you get that Frozen Heart that he likes to buy, they're not able to auto attack as much. 190 farm at 20. Doing really good pacing. This Alawi though, top side. I don't know what happened there, but he's starting to pop off. Level 15 Alawi? Big gal. He's out of there. Farm red buff, get Grudge, contest Nash, I think is the play.
我吃东西去。可能会开大龙的，看这个人能走，低调。 应该可以。我没有贪这个小 F6，应该可以。
Grudge completed. Frozen Heart on his way. You see some Ezreals do that Tiamat build. It is nice. It feels sexy. If you're heavy snowballing, sure. But you can't go wrong with Frozen Heart. It's such a cost-efficient item on a champion like Ezreal. And if you're playing it up front, very aggressively, it's a no-brainer. The Qs, the Rs this game have been pretty mediocre, right? Mainly just for damage. Not seeing too much objective control or snipes out with it yet. Looks like Real's gonna be picked. Kiting. Just hovering here. Gonna try and get as many orders and E across. Oh. See what I mean? Look at him, look at these. Chat. Come on now. Come on now. Dude, these are all just on point. And this is why people hate versing him. Because once he turns on in that mid-game 3 items, like I said, you're not getting on top of him. Played that so well, man. Because he turns his Xbox game recording thing on. That was a clip or something. It makes it look so easy. Meanwhile, my Ezreal just every wrong direction. Fighting. Someone give me how many Qs he's landed in a row now? Someone give me how. I don't think he's missed a Q for the last 15. Am I trolling or I swear to God. Come on, China, let's get it. Get some bandwidth over here. Frozen Heart now. Feeling good, feeling confident. Makes you want to play Ezreal, doesn't it? Trust me, you're not going to play like this. You think it looks like you're just throwing Qs and kiting. Trust me, you're not going to play like this. But you can try and have fun. Like that's what League's about. I think playing Ezreal with things like Hans Zimmer and a little bit of Beethoven, I think you've actually played a lot better. Calms you down a bit. Because you got to be patient with the E. There's times to explode, there's times to be passive. You don't want to be exploding all over them early. Hold off. On that low. Free Nash. Whole base is open. We're going to get one last team fight. There's no way they can hold on for much longer. Good. Pantheon half through. Are we going to E? We actually E across onto the Galio like a psycho. Galio ult comes through. Heights up to the top side. Takes one. And we're going to start mincing them out. He's straight forward onto the Graves. You can see how aggressive he plays. That's going to be the end of the game, ladies and gents. 2,255 LP Ezreal. This game is donezo. I will catch you all on the flip side. Good luck on your Ezreal again. See if we can get one more kill on him. Yes, sir. Thanks for watching, boys. I'll see you on the next one, alright? Peace.